Mm. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Welcome everybody. How are you? I am Dr. D. I have not been on for a minute. So I want to welcome you to my show. Today's show, we're going to talk about the magic in candles. So before we get jumping in, I would like to do some commercials for us. That is Food Alchemy Network. So let's begin. And there we are. Hello, I know, exciting, and the magic that we have that's going on. So, I want to welcome you to Food Alchemy Network, and Food Alchemy presents Dr. D Time. That's me, Dr. D. Usually, I am sitting the behind the screen, manning things and telling everybody what they should do. So, I want to say hello, sister friend Marie. So usually I'm telling people to do so. The shows that we do have on here, Mondays we have Coffee with Ori. That is 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. On Thursday, which is tomorrow, we have Angelic Whispers with Dr. Ron Bates. So with that being said, I want to join me and be part of my show. I come on sporadically. Sometimes I fill in every day. We have more shows coming on Food Alchemy Network daily. We have other people that are coming and bringing their information to us. We're also going into a bigger realm. Like I said, this is just YouTube, but we will have our own platform on other things like Roku. Also, what was it? Roku, Apple, and what is it? Google Chrome and all of that other stuff. So you'll be able to get us anywhere, and we're in all countries. And also this podcast, this show you will hear and see, it would actually be on Spotify. It's also on Amazon podcast. So we are there. We're like in the thick of things and then tune in. So thank you so much. I am just so excited. I wanted to talk about candles and magic. Number one, we have a love of candles for such a long time. Let's talk about that. Candles, I'm going to take off my glasses. Candles basically light the way for not only in our homes and illuminate it and give it life, but also give life to things that we want. We also use candles to have for birthdays and blowing out candles for people's birthdays. We blow them out and we make wishes. So that again tells you the magic that candles have. Then we have different colors that candles are used for. We have the white candles. White candles is used for protection, purity, enhancing, bringing in. Then we have green candles. Green candles bring in prosperity, bring light, refreshing, also bringing in abundance of prosperity of what you want to see more in your life. Also, we have the red candle. Red candles basically sometimes used for love, passion, breaking, and that va boom that you want. So that's the red candle. Then we have the yellow candle. The yellow candle is good for concentrating and getting your mind illumined. And also in different religions, yellow is used for Oshun. That's like that as well as gold. So that's Yoruba, that's Santeria, that's what we use yellow for. Orange, ooh, my favorite. It's also used in different religions as well. Sometimes it's used for Oshun again, but also Orange is also part of the chakras. So when you want to remove some of that energy, you might burn that candle with different incense and scents and things like that to put on it, your dresser candles, but that's getting on. Then we have the pink. Pink also represents love as well. So not just love of a partner, but love of connectioning, love of opening your heart, love of receiving. That is what pink is used for. So not only drawing love for you, but emanating love from you. You know what I mean? It's la 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 la. That's the way it goes. So we talked about blue. Blue, my favorite, can be used again for the throat chakra, if you will. It can also be used for Yemaya, who is another deity of the ocean and the water and bringing and nurturing and all that good stuff. So that's that. But blue also means success. Blue you can also use for business. So you got all these wonderful colors that you can use, and they have different. These are just some of your basic candles. Now, you have different type of candles. You have glass candles. You have the glass candles can come in little small glass candles that are 3-day candles that are used for Passovers and other holidays and spiritual things. You also have some of them that are maybe 5-day candles that are like a votive, like in a glass, and it looks like a V. You can find them in most stores, and they have scents on them, and they can be white, and they come in different colors. So those can be used as well as little tea light candles. Tea light candles, a lot of you see people use them when they're taking baths and doing rituals or things, or they're blessing a deity or Orisha or whatever you want to call it. They'll do a tea light candle, so that's really good. Um, let's talk about the 7-day candles. 7-day candles you can get encased in a glass, or it can come out of a glass where you can do some etchings, drawing, sketchings, and some seals on them, which I do. You could use them, the 7-day candles that come in and out. And it comes with the glass, and then someone can inscribe or do whatever they do, blah, 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 blah. As they do that, put it back in the glass. Blah, blah. You like that, right? So then you have 14-day candles that stay for 14 days, and you can boil them, and they will be in a glass, and they'll be much larger. Then you have my favorite one, which was 21-day candle. I used to get them all the time. The 14-day candles you pull out, they're more circular around. They look like the 7-day candles, but the beautiful 21-day candles, they are in a beautiful glass that I received, and it has a beautiful design on the outside. And for those, you can do some different magic with them as well, doing the seals on top and what have you, what you will, and burn it. But for these candles, let me say this and strictly say this so you really understand. When you're burning candles, you want to make sure it's either they have wire candle meshes that you can put them in for the 7-day or 5-day or the 3-day candles. So if it happens, explosion, we'll talk about that too. If it explodes, that it doesn't catch your house on fire, because they said don't burn a candle because of it can catch on fire and things happen. So, and another way is getting a bigger glass, putting water in it. Take the candle that's in the glass and put it in the water to burn, so it burns slowly and it's surrounded by water. And so if it does explode, it explodes in the glass and explodes in the water, where you're not having a fire hazard. So that's that. And the reasons you can find these different candles at botanicas, at candle stores, at candleware shops, at different places that sells the different candles. You can find all these different candles at. And they have different scents. Mulberry scents is for bringing money. Rose is for bringing love. And cinnamon is for bringing abundance. These are different things that are just scents that you can use and dress your candles with, these different oils. They have them at the Botanica. They have them at the spiritual, the metaphysical bookstores. These are things that you can buy at these different places to dress your candles to create the magic that you so seek and that you want. So I'm excited about that. So what else? So we're going to talk about the candles and how to basically cleanse a candle. I know a lot of people have been asking me, well, I got this candle, I got it in the store. How do I take this candle and make it work to me? Because it's been sitting on the shelf at the Botanica, at a medical store, at a Ispera store, and I don't know how to particularly use it. So what do I do? So what you do is with that candle, you take it, you bring it home, you can clean it with Florida water, cleanse it off, or you can use some alcohol, clean it off. You can use it per peroxide, clean it off, witch hazel, clean it off. As you're cleaning it off, these are things that cleanse the candle. These are things that help it. But as you're dressing the candle, you might want to different oils you use to dress the candles. You can use different herbs to dress the candles, and they have different things. And you can use gemstones. Different colors represent different things that you want for your candle to implode, meaning giving energy to what you want in your life. Because I always tell you, well, I'm going to tell you, like I tell everybody, you are the magic vessel that you're seeking. Everything is implanted. It starts with a thought and with your mouth and an action, and you become the magic that you seek. You make the impossible possible because you are the vessel of that energy that you want. You stop you. So when you believe that, I learned this from Anna Riviera. She was a lady that wrote books on candles and herbs. I learned these oh, 15, 16 years ago with her. I was always interested in doing candle magic and what candles stand for, because they have different candles. They have the cat candle for that, of being aware and watching, being cautious. Then they had the love candles. Now, I was introduced to doing love magic, and maybe that's why candle magic really resonate with me so well, and I do so well. About over 35 years ago, and it was from my friend. She was a Wiccan, and I wanted to draw love into my life. I was young and 21, and I wanted to find that significant other. So she took me into this Wiccan bookstore, and we bought candles, and she suggested I buy a female figure and a male figure and put it together. I didn't at the time know any prayers. At the time, I didn't know how to put them together. I was just following what my friend said. She's like, look, get these candles, put them together, say what you want, and the person will come to you. I'm going to say a person did come to me, but the person was quite younger, and I wanted somebody some prejudice, and not thinking about it. That's what he came and met his mom, and it was really nice. But I was just thinking, and I was in my head, this young dude, and I'm older. I mean, I want somebody my age or older, so that became uh, oh, hi, Oracle, baby girl. Oh, mom. I'm sorry, mom. I know that was you. She said you're listening. That's my mom, y'all. But yeah, I don't know. Mama Oracle. She got some magic too. My mama know magic. But getting back to the candle and the gentleman, I wanted someone older. And I blocked that out. So I was actually running from this person and went into another part of California. I was in Alameda at the time. So I always come back to Alameda or California, some form of some life. Everything draws me back. I don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out. So I did do the candle magic. And like I said, I got him, and I learned about it, brought me in an opening of learning about crystals and working with them, and the tiger eye, and just led from one to another. So, which is a pleasant thing. One thing opens that. So, getting back to the candle, I put that off, totally forgot about that. And then I met my friend Ori that does candles, and he was teaching candle classes. And no, it wasn't him, but he had something thing. Ori, it was a person we know that was doing a candle magic class, and I learned about it. and they had different candles that you could do for different things. And he also was a reader and a spiritualist, so that got me into it. And then I went home and I taught my mother, I taught my daughters. I had two daughters at the time, always taking people in. Taught my two daughters at the time, my son, how to do candles. So anything I want to know, I wanted them to learn. That's what I thought. Everything I should know, my children should learn. My goal from young is always to build a legacy. So to always leave my information that I learn with my children so that they can do and prosper and build and know and grow. That's always been a thing. So when that happened, I had them and I came home and I was teaching them, and we got the things that you want to do carving. You might need a ice pick. You might need for the carving of the different designs. There are different seals that you can do, even Rivieras seals. You can do Solomon seals. There's different seals that you do for different things, but you want to educate yourself on these different books that you can get. Matter of fact, let me see if I keep a friend of mine's book. I know y'all like, what is she doing? Okay, I keep all out of this stuff. This is a book. I've had this particular book for about, I've been reading Diane Steen since I've been a teenager. And she was the first one to let me know that women were healers. And this book of Women and Healing, this is a new book. When I first got it, it was not like that. She's in Florida. She's a very, very, very thing about Reiki, emotions, spirits, and everything, and goddess, and talking about the goddess energy. And the first book was talking about patriotic energy and how it came about and why we were stripped of our power and our energy. Based on that, she had in a book that I got, the first book that I got, and I was in I think I was about 16. So I've been doing a lot of different things and working with candles. But let's talk about tea light candles. I want you to know that tea light candles can do magic, not only when you're taking a spiritual bath, but also they can do magic if you're setting a ancestral table and you prepare a meal for them and you light a candle beside them and you're asking them for blessing. You're giving them light and you're giving them positivity. When you're always, you see that ancestors, they get light, they get incense, they get food, they get drinks. These are things to open the way for them and actually come in a positive way and help you and assist you in your life. They are your guardians, and they're the people that you can call on at any time that you so wish. These are what they're for. So with that being said, about the food and the tea light, you can also use birthday stick candles for a short time if you're in an emergency. I see. Is it hard to see the title book? When you have a chance, can say the title again. Oh, okay. I can. The book is called The Women's Book of Healing by Diane Steen. And she has several books out. She doesn't write any books. When I really started getting into it, had my blog talk radio show about, I want to say about 15 years ago, since she was my idol, I wrote to her and asked her to be on my channel, but she was just saying the world was getting too conscious for her, and she didn't want to be out there like that. And that's what happens to a lot of us some of these times, is that we get out here in the world and things are going, and sometimes our life can be in jeopardy because of the things we're teaching. We're going against the patriarchal of life and the what's being told to us, what we should believe in. So I can understand that. So I respect that. But like I said, she's an amazing woman. I really love her books that she has. I really love the Seals of Solomon. I have a lot of different books that I use. A lot of book that I use. You're welcome, love. I use a lot of different books to keep me educated, but also keep me grounded from different points and different points of view, especially learning about our chakras. So with that being said, You can, as you grow and you evolve and you're meditating, you can also use candles. You can also use incense. They come in. You see how candles are always a part or intricate part of our life, that you can use a candle, and they use a tea light candle or a 3-hour candle. You can find them when you go in the kosher section of the grocery store. You'll find the kosher candles. You go and find them, and you can light them as you're saying your prayers. Also, the little tea light candles you can find for your menorahs. For the menorahs, you can use those candles too. You put them in the menorahs. Those. So we're always given light, as you see, always given light, light for spirituality and everything that we do. Always. So we're lighting a candle for something. So, as I was saying, your chakras. You guys know about the root chakra being red, and you can light a red candle if you're working in that and you're trying to get your foundation, you're trying to understand your life and what your structure and what you're built on. If you need to remove some trauma from your childhood, that is where you start to learn your stability. So you remove it. So you might want to light a red candle. And it doesn't have to be a 7-day red candle. It could be a candle that you woke in. So when you put your hand on it and you begin to work your energy and your magic. And let me see. My candles, my camera's tilted. Yes. Okay. Now there's other candles. This is a candle that I make. This candle is a body candle. I made it with soy wax. And I also make it with other kinds of paraffin wax that people can use if they're allergic to soy. And I mix it with different oils for your body that you can use as you light it. So as you light it, it's also something romantic to do with your partner. So you get that love energy in. So you burn it, and as it burns down and it melts, you take the oil and you put it on your partner. So you enhance that. Okay. So I make those, and I put little different herbs in there to enhance and bring in. One of the seeds I use, Adam and Eve seed, is an herb that you use to bring in lovers and bring them connection and bring them that focus. So let's get back and go up to the solar plex, which is solar plexus orange. That's your creative mode. That's your creativity. So you might want to burn an orange candle for that. So as you're doing that, you're being creative. You want to think of things. You want to get past that stump. So you might burn an orange candle to get over that hump to bring in your creative juices. So you'll burn that orange candle. So whatever. So the next one is yellow. Yellow is also good for focusing and also enhancing. This is another chakra, so you might do that. But then again, like remember I said, getting off topic for a minute, Oshun. Oshun brings good. Oshun brings in blessings and love. Oshun also likes champagne. She likes the color yellow, sunflowers, carnations, yellow things she likes. So you can make an offering to Oshun with a yellow candle. Or if you go to someone and they're a child of Oshun, you give them a yellow candle, a coconut, and Santeria or Lucami. These are just some of the things that you can offer. Now that we're up here, now we're going to get in the heart chakra. Heart. And the heart, which I love so much because it really has two colors. Some people don't see it as two colors, but I do. I see it as pink, but I also see it as green for your heart. The pink, but it says it's green, so I use pink and green for me. The green opens up, refreshes, renews, and stuff as bringing in abundance of things and receiving that which you wish for. So the pink I love because it brings in love, and that delicacy and emotion of love is pink. Excuse me. And that's for your chakra, your heart chakra. Okay, and then we go to the blue, to the blue, to the blue, blue, blue. The blue I love. It helps you talk, progress. So if you have a speaking engagement, then you can burn this blue candle so that you'll be able to speak and focus and go forward along with the yellow candle. The blue one helps you be able to speak your truth and be able to move the blockage that is keeping you from speaking your truth or speaking the things that you need to speak for the blue. Okay, that's your throat chakra. The next is your third eye. Ooh, I'm hot, I'm hot, I'm hot. Okay. So then you have your third eye, and then you have that is indigo. So that opens up for spiritual vision for you be able to communicate with your ancestors and other spiritual beings around you that surround you on a daily basis. But also opens you up to be able to communicate and see things beyond the naked eye. So you might want to burn an indigo candle. Okay, so that's something that you can burn. So you have that, and that keeps your mind open. And then you got your crown, which is purple, right up here, and that helps you communicate with spirits all the way up there. Besides seeing them, now you can communicate out. So that keeps you up. So you burn a purple color, but purple's also royalty, is spirituality. It brings all that information in. And then you can go up above, and then it's clear. So you see there's a lot of different candles that you can burn when you're talking about the spirit. So especially white. White can represent all colors. White can represent anything you need when you're burning it and you want to get the magic out. Also, another color representative that can be done is black. When you light a black candle, black candles is not, everybody think black is bad. Black is not. Black is every color of the universe. People can do bad things with white candles. People can do bad things with pink or any other color. It is where your mind is at. So do not be fooled because, oh, I seen that black candle. That means bad. No, black also helps reverse some things that have done or harm or anything. It does. It's like I said, you are the magi. You are doing the magic. It's within you. It's not something outside of yourself. It's something inside yourself that you're pouring out of yourself to bring into fruition of what you want. Okay. I believe that truly, even though you get a reading, and give you an example, somebody gives you a reading. I'll use me as an example. When I was 18, I went to this tarot palm reader. And this is like I said, I lived in this little town called Manayunk in Philadelphia. And on Main Street, I just was always fascinated by these different people. So evidently, I grew up with a lot of people of gypsy descendants, Romanians, people that told fortunes and stuff that lived in our little town. So I went and got a reading. I just came back from the service, was just really not really good. And I asked her, I said, what is my life? What is my life purpose for? And she said to me, well, what, young lady, don't worry about what your life purpose for. I said, I want to have kids. I want to get married. She told me, you're not destined to get married. You're not destined to have kids. You're not destined. It's not in your destiny. It's your destiny to keep studying and keep growing, keep being spiritual. That is your destiny. Okay, that's what I was told. Now I'm here to tell you that was not my destiny, and I changed my mind. I went to California, had fun. I got pregnant in California, met the guy that I told you about. I learned the candles. I was all around. I came back on a train from California to Pennsylvania, got to see different parts of the country. I mean, I had a blast, okay? I had a real blast. So that was my experience. So I did have a child. No, I've never been married, but I really never seek to be married anymore. At that point, I was so focused on my daughter, my son, and the things in my career that was like not a part of what it was. And then Spirit said, when the time revealed, you will be married. So that was what someone said. But you can change anything that you want about yourself or anything that has been supposedly saying that you're going to have. In about 30 seconds, we're going to have a commercial. So I want for you guys to, understand that I'm not ignoring you. If you have any questions, or even if you want to call, the number you can call is 818. Are you ready? 818-570-0342. Just like it says at the bottom of the screen. We are going to a commercial now. Okay, welcome back. One more time. Got to do my network represent. Okay, now welcome back to Food Alchemy Network. I am Dr. D, and I am on here periodically. I do cooking, I do healing, and right now we're talking about the magic of candles. So thank you for staying tuned, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying. If you have any questions, put them in the comment box. Like I said, if you have any phone calls, there's a number at the screen, 818-570-0342. You can call in. If you like what you see and you would like some of the services, go to www.drdmedphysician.com. drdmedphysician.com. And click on the form, have contact, and I will be getting contact with you. Yes, I do readings. Yes, I do candles, dressings, and so forth. So now that we got these candles out the way, we talked about dressing the candles. Let's talk about the burning of the candles and some of the things the candles can tell you, because candles, just like energies, they speak. So if the flame is burning very slow and you want to watch that, then what you're going to get for what you're asking for it's going to be slow. If it burns very fast, you also know that it's going to come very fast, that it's breaking through. So sometimes people use candles for, doing things, to open things up, to declutter, to actually bring things forward. There's different reasons why people do candle magic, just different things. Especially when you want a financial. So that burning of that candle, being able to read, being understand if they're rings, if they're smudged, to be able to read the candle wax. These are just some of the things that happens and you need to know. Just like tea leaf reading, there's candle reading, and you understand them. And water dowsing. If you know how to do that, then you'll be able to read a candle. And the flame, if the flame is really high, it means spirit. If the flame is dancing, there's spirits around it and you are protected and they are with you. So reading, being able to read these candles, if it's a little bit of blue in it, you really want to know what that blue means, where it is, where it's situated. If it's red, there's a different energy for the red. When it's white, you know that it is working, and it's actually working with the spirits in, just like it's dancing. So these are just some of the things. The blue is basically other energy surrounding and coming in contact. So I would like to show you a candle. You can get some candles with archangels like Michael. Archangel Michael is a candle. And my Archangel Michael is your guardian and protection. But also you can get the candle of Raphael, Archangel Raphael. He cuts cords and blocks and protects. You also got Archangel Gabriel, which is your guardian, and you can light that candle for Gabriel, and it helps that give you your guardian beside you, but also bring in other guardians. Then you got Ariel. Ariel's another guardian, and Ariel is my favorite archangel. Ariel is the guardian, the lion that is next to God, if you will. And I like that because Ariel, they have a candle for her too. Ariel will protect you as the guardian and protects children. That is what she does. Or he, they, like we've been taught, if you listen to angelic whispers, he will tell you about the different archangels and their preference in their sexual being. We here in this planet have this, on earth, have this thing about male and female, and not understand there's some people that are androgynous, that there's no sex, or some of them are born one and can actually transform into another sex. There's other different beings. We're the only one that like how to say, oh, I'm male and I'm female, I'm this, I'm that. But that's a subject for another show. We won't do that today. So that's my thing on that. So then you have also you have the seven powers. There's different seven power candles. The seven African powers. Like I said, there's Oshun, Iyemaya, Ogun, Shango, O. Did I say Oya? Oya, and also Obatala. Those are what's the other one? I'm missing somebody. Ogun, Ochosi. Yes, seven. Okay, seven. Sorry. The seven of them. So you can burn the seven African powers and they have energy. You can burn, like I said, the seven chakras, that has energy. You can also, who else I'm thinking? Let me get it. Like I said, all these archangels, but also you can burn for your guardian, for yourself. And there's different patrons, like you can burn a candle for Babaluaye. You can burn a candle for Elegba. Elegba is basically the different pathways, and he has 21 different pathways. You can also, for Babaluaye, he's for the sick. If you have something going on with the health and conditions, Babaluaye is the one that you go. And he has the crutch, and you see him, and if you go into little botanicas or espirita stores, you'll see him with a crutch, and he has a dog. And people receive Babaluaye when there's a chronic medical illness and Santeria and leukemia. They'll receive that, the beads themselves, as protection to keep them from crossing over, as well as Orunmila beads. There's different beads that you can see in different ceremonies for different things. So, but candles are used as offerings to a lot of the different deities and orishas and a multitude of cultures. In the Asian cultures, for Confucius, from Buddha, for their ancestors. In India, for uh, um, Kali, will receive a candle. Lakshmi will receive a candle, flowers, and offerings. These are different things for different deities that are offered and brought to them, as well as even to today. And we offer our ancestors that have transitioned, even our children, we light a candle. You go into the Catholic Church, they light candles for the people that's passed over so they won't go into perjury. Oh, what's gold and green? I missed that. Yeah, it can be gold and green. Okay. If you make a comment, I'm trying to put that back up there so everybody can see. So I appreciate that. All the love. So what I was like, the different ancestors, I talked about that, and lighting the candles and making wishes for candles. We talked about that and why, and bringing in luck. I was told when I was lighting candles first, do not blow out candles, that they were bad luck. And I was told, and then I got a candle snuffer. So when I came and I left out of my house, so I would not burn down my house, I would light the candle and then come back up. But It's okay to blow out a candle if that's all you have, or covered up. If you can take a plate and cover up, and that puts the candle out properly without being snuffed out. That's just FYI for you guys that don't know. And how you light a candle and how it emits black smoke. That is a signal of how you read your candle as well. Black smoke signifies there's going to be some turbulence and things before you even get started, you know. So be aware. And sometimes you can light a candle, do the magic of what you think, and it might not be great. So what you do is you light another candle to reinforce to see if it's okay. So, or sometimes you're not quite sure. So to do that, like I said, read the candle. If not, light another candle and then keep that other candle beside it so you'll know. And you'll be able to read and understand both candles of what went on. So maybe the first one was just cracking through, and then the other one actually made it through, and it'll let you know by the way that it burns and the residuals, and it be able to read your candles. That's very important. Like I said, you bring them in your ancestor, get blessings and celebratory. But also, it's also candles being used for mourning. Candles is used to light the ways of ourself in more ways that you think, not just in your home, but in your life. As you're taking, like I said, when you're taking that spiritual bath and you light that candle, you're actually doing prayer and actually enter ceremony. Let me put it like that. You're entering ceremony as you're taking that bath with that candle. You're making an offering of yourself, of giving a blessing. You yourself are the offering as you're in that water and giving the flowers, and you're asking to be cleansed and you're asked to be loved. So you're bringing all that energy in you as you're taking that bath with that candle. Now, where do you want to put candles? You can put candles on a high stand, on a dresser, beside you. You can even, I've actually seen, or I've done candle magic where I actually did it in the bathroom. And there's a ceremony for that, and there's a certain reason. And I'll let you know what it is later on down the line if you want to know. So I really got really immersed into my candles. I like candles. I like um, actually making my candles. There's rose candles that you can do, and they represents the heart and the love and the function of what you want in that energy. So when you're creating that, that's also like a design. And the smell and an enhancement of roses also brings in that love energy, also bringing in abundance and care. And it also brings in, believe it or not, the fairy energy, the fairies energies, and the hummingbird energy. That's what it does because the smell. You'll notice those different kind of candles they have for different things. They have also bird candles. They have what else did I see that I got mold for? Like I said, I used to make those really big molds of candles. Um, and you're going to mark your candles when you really get into it with different oils and different layer it as you're doing creating your candle. So say you're creating a candle for, like I was doing a candle for 14 days. So the candle I wanted to specify what it was. So I would put different herbs or different crystals or different scents. So each layer had a different thing. As it burned down, the candle would burn down, it would get into the energy. So by the time it got to the bottom of that, it basically dissipated, and all the things, the residuals would burn out, and you'll get to see them. And also you can actually put different herbs in them. Like I used to put, which is my favorite, I used to put basil on the side of my candles as a design, not necessarily for a spell, but I just like the fascinating the way it does. But also when the basil interacted with the wax, the smell and the ambiance that it gives off of cleansing the air, because basil is also good for cleansing and keeping you open. So you can also use eucalyptus leaves. Eucalyptus leaves definitely good for your respiratory system and opening you up. So these are different things that you can put in your candle. So does anybody have any more questions for me? I know it was just spunny spontaneity of a show. I want you guys to stay tuned. We are going to have a show coming up with what we call the multi the door of many colors, with women from different backgrounds talking about simple stuff as menopause, pregnancy, marriage, love, work, but how we get together, how we come together and support each other, how we can build a very strong community, and what are we doing in the world of holistic world that inspires or encourage someone in our community to keep going on. So you guys know that my mom is a three-time spoken award winner. Yeah, I've seen her on my show and I've told you that. She's been on Blog Talk with me a lot. And she has a song out, You Are the One, which I really, really, really appreciate it all the time. Um, because it encourages us, like songs like that. She's in the community, she's teaching the young, she's giving the young people something to be inspired by, to reach for. She's also a reader, an activist in the community, and she really loves literature. My mom's really good at writing. Uh, her daughter's like, at this present point. I appreciate my mom so much. You guys don't know out there, I did have a major surgery at the beginning of the month, and I'm one that don't know how to sit still. And I'm working on it. My mom got on me the other day. I was going for another doctor appointment all the way in Delray, California, which is quite a ways from where I live at. It's about 2 hours and some change. And I don't mind traveling for my care. I don't mind interacting with the people that love me and support me. That actually take the time out and ask how I'm doing, besides just, when is your next show, what your show's going to be about, or can you help me? I really appreciate that. So I am going to I'm going to take the challenge, Mike. My mom said, I'm going to be having the shows. Food Alchemy is going to keep up, but there are going to be a lot of pre-recorded shows that are going to just be up, and I'm hoping you guys will stay tuned for those 7 days. But we all need to learn to when to retreat and go into with ourselves and withdraw from social media, the phone, and the whole 9 yards. And I'm actually going to take that gamut up and actually work on me and healing me properly, so that when I come back, I'm refreshed and we going to just do the darn thing. So I want to thank you ahead of time for all the support and all the love that you've given Food Alchemy Network, for all the love and support that you've given Coffee with Ori. Um, he's coming on. He's been on since October, and I'm very proud of that. And then we have my friend Dr. Ron, which y'all know he was on Food Alchemy Network on Blog Talk Radio with Food Alchemy Network for quite some time, and he's back on Thursday. And I appreciate the love and the care. And I want y'all to send love and care out to Dr. Ron, because he had some surgery, as he told you, and we did a pre-recorded show. So he will be back tomorrow doing his show at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 8 Eastern Standard Time. So you guys want to stay in, and it's called Angelic Karmic Justice. So you want to stay tuned for that. So like I said, if you have any questions, I'm just here to answer what you have, and I'm definitely giving you my love for candles. Like, do you have anything you want to do? If you would like a candle for me to do something, like I said, go to the bottom of the screen. Go to my website and put Dr. D, DRDEMETAPHYSIAIAN.com. Now, I hope I spelled it right. So again, that is, excuse me, Dr. D, DRDEMETAPHYSICIAN.com. That is drdmedphysician.com. You can find me. All you got to do is put Dr. D and you will find me, or Food Alchemy Network. Food Alchemy Network, and you will find me. I am Dr. D, DRDE. There is another young lady that is on this thing that has Dr. D network, but my YouTube is Food Alchemy Network. And that's what we'll have. So if you have a question, you can find me on Dr. Cicely D'Angelo on Facebook. You can find me on Dr. Cicely D'Angelo on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Dr. D Med Physician on Twitch, Twitter, and what is the other one? What did he tell me? Periscope. I'm learning all this stuff, and then my son got me on something called Discord, something like that. So you never know where Food Alchemy might wind up at. So we always have these wonderful beings that like to be part of our network. And Sister Maria didn't forget about you. So if you have a chance after the show, give me a call and we can talk. So like I said, we're always bringing something. And then I have another young lady that's going to be 2 hours that's coming on our network. And she will be in a blast. And she's from Me We Fair that I've done. You guys seen that I've done. I'm doing psychic readings over there. And drumming up business. So we're reaching all sides of things and networks, meaning we want to reach all people in the world, whether it's Japan, whether it's in Africa, New Zealand, America, Mexico, Guatemala, in these beautiful countries that we're going to have up in different languages. This is what Food Alchemy is about, spreading metaphysical beyond the vortex that you live in and being able to travel out of different portals with different many ways. And for you to know that you are the portal. Like I said, you are the magi. You are the magi that you seek. You are the magi. You bring the magic. The magic's within you. And if you start, like saying, just thinking those thoughts of power within yourself, of healing, and not giving up. And let me tell you, not giving up is the key. Um, my friend, I was talking about this thing that I had in me. It was a IV filter that's been placed in me since 2007, and I just had some issues, and I tried to do it the alternative way, but for some reason there was a blockage or something, and it just didn't work out. And I did my meditation, and that just wasn't a route. And I said, you know what? I said it last year. Somehow, some way, this thing is going to come out. I don't know how, because I've seen a multitude of doctors and hospitals, and no one wanted to touch it because it was so bad. And finally, in February, someone sent my work to Stanford Medical Center, and the doctor there sat down and I talked and said, you know what, I think I could do this. Then, insurance got in the way and got in my little bouncy way. And I said, you know what, I really need the surgery, just change insurance. Take the penalty, and I changed insurance so I could have the surgery. And it was very complicated surgery, more complicated than I thought. And but it gave me a free lease on life of movement that I was restricted for about 10 years. That's how it was affecting me. Something that is so minute and so small, it affected my body and how I reacted and my way of living. And now I'm growing in, as you know, since it's been 8 years, things have to repair and have to heal. And now I'm ready to heal. So I thank you for all the healing that is being sent out to me and all the healing that is going to be coming to me. And I thank you for the blessings and for all you guys for the support. So we have 6 more minutes. If you have a question, let me know. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, I am definitely feeling better. And I'm going to listen to my mama. I'm going to listen to my mama so you guys know Okay. Definitely tell me about, oh, zeolite. Yeah, I know my friend sells zeolite. His name is Zakor. Um, he was talking about zeolite. If you guys ever get a chance and you're gonna go over to Blog Talk Radio, look up Food Alchemy Network and look up the past shows. Or matter of fact, you can actually go on Spotify, and all my past shows that are from Food Alchemy Network are actually on Spotify. I uploaded them especially so that you would be able to listen to the past shows for 6 years. So there's shows that you can listen to and get an understanding of who I am, what I am, and what I do. I'm just not this blob that you see, this camera blob that you see on the TV. I am a gorgeous, vivacious goddess of gods, premortal being that you see. And I want you to know that you are God's yourself and that you can create any reality you want. I'm going to keep saying that until you believe it. I'm going to say it until you believe it. Believe it. You are a God, not a demigod, not a semigod, but a God. And you can vibrate at the most highest frequency, sending out that love frequency, not only out into the universe, but to the spans outside of the universe that you know exist or don't know. You can actually send that vibration into yourself to start turning things around. Trust me, I know. You start sending out that love energy. Woo! It's powerful. That's why you see a lot of shows. I always do healing shows. I always get other healers together to do something because I believe if we heal ourselves and heal another or help another, we can actually heal the planet. We can also vibrate that we can raise our frequency. We can raise ourselves to be transmitted and go out of this, as I said, go out of this dimension and then some. That's up to you on what you believe in, how you want to get there. So those are things that, I don't believe, I just know can be done. You can talk to your super conscious self. And when you get really, really good at talking to your super conscious self, you will also get and talk to the super subconscious because you'll start to vibrate out and start to go in other dimensions and actually meet your future self or your future children in the other dimensions. Now, I also said, even though we're in this 3D dimension, you're still in first dimension, second dimension, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth dimension all at the same time. Woohoo! That means you always got a time for the future self come back, take a peek, go back and fix, or even go to the past, take a peek, need to fix, and then reverberate. I'm just saying, I'm just so excited. I get excited about little things like that. Now, as you're meditating, let me give you a key of what you can do. When you're first meditating, I was been getting that too. A lot of people don't know how to meditate. You can take a candle and light a candle, have a glass of water, and actually sit with the candle in front of you and look at the flame and focus on the flame, not the candle, not around the candle, any of that. Focus on the flame, and you'll slowly, as you see, you'll slowly start seeing yourself being able to meditate. You'll start to, the more you do it, the more you're able to concentrate. And all the sounds and the surroundings around you will dissipate and they will start disappearing the more you meditate. And it should be part of your daily care, self-care, meditation, because meditation brings you closer to yourself and your higher conscious self, your premortal self, your God self. All of this is done through you. Just saying. I'm going to go to my last commercial, And then after the commercial, we're going to say goodbye. If you have any comments you want to see, please go to drdmedphysician.com and leave me a message, and I'll be love to hear from you. I want to say I love you, and it's been real. I am so grateful for you to be listening to my channel. Thank you. All right, y'all. It's been real. Bye.